Welcome back to the APP Chicago Open. You're taking a look at our Vlasic mixed doubles bracket because that is the match that we have on hand here at Championship Court, coming to you live from Highland Park, Illinois, on ESPN Plus all around the country. And it is Tina Pisnik and Martin Emmrich coming through the winner's bracket to punch their ticket here to Sunday. And on the other side, you have Spencer Lanier and Genie Erokhina, who had to play their bronze medal match this morning to ensure their spot in this gold medal match. Dom, you watched a lot of that match between Lanier and Erokhina against Diescu and Barr. What was it that Lanier and Erokhina were really leaning into that got them to this point?
It was like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. They played great in games 1 and 3. They got beat pretty bad 11-2 in game number 2. But what happened was Erokhina got frustrated in the second game. And when she gets frustrated, she'll self-admittedly say she kind of like will go on these... She
disappears.
She kind of goes on these little tangents where it's hard for her to play. And in game 3, they came out and they went up 9-2 in game number 3. And they were cruising. And then all of a sudden, Barr and Diescu went on a 5-0 run to make it 9-7. And it felt like they were going to get a little tight, but they didn't. They really answered the bell, stopped the run, and then went on to win Game 3 11-7.
Out of their 5 matches, they went 3 games in 4 of them. There was only one game, one match, where they won 11-3, 11-7. Everything else was a 3-gamer.
Yeah, so it's all that does to me. One, it gives me a positive, and the positive is they're finding a way to win, right? No matter what, you find a way to win. The negative, and not a negative, but a newer team. So you're still trying to feel each other out as it's their first time playing together. But hey, first time playing together and you're sitting here on Championship Sunday, not a bad pairing.
Absolutely not. But if they want to win the gold medal, they are going to have to go through a team that is pretty well established as a duo. You have Martin Emmerich and Tina Pisnik. Chad, walk me through the dynamics of these two and the partnership that is working so well.
Well, the thing for Pisnik and Emmerich is that they are very familiar with each other. Emmerich's going to get big in the middle. He's going to be aggressive. They do have some breakdowns on the backhand side. We did see that get exposed by Lanier and Erokhina in the winner's bracket final. But if you try to pressure them in the middle, if Emmerich steps over, Pisnik gives him room. If Pisnik steps over, Emmerich gives her room. So their movement and their understanding and court awareness on the court is what makes them so difficult to beat.
You see Martin Emmerich there getting warmed up. It is 4:15 local time, so shadows starting to come across the court on the left side of your screen. They'll be moving right as this match progresses. Genie Erokhina getting us started.
And that's a nice change of pace right off the bat from Erokhina. Typically, she's going to like to grip and rip that shot right there. I like the start.
1-0-2.
Oh, just deep there. Lanier trying to sneak one down the line with the two-hander. Typically, this partnership is a little backwards from a standard mixed doubles. Erokhina is much more aggressive than Lanier. He waits for the counterattacks. That ball lands in. Heavy topspin.
Yeah, not sure Emmerich knew exactly where he was on the court at that moment.
Martin Emmerich just punishing that ball when Erokhina leaves it tall for him.
So my X factor is going to be, can Emmerich handle the forehand cross-court dink of Erokhina? She has a very nice topspin roll. Can he handle it on his backhand side?
Yeah, just sneaks that inside the line. Pisnik getting a little wristy on that one, and Erokhina ripping that two-hand backhand.
That's a nice ball down the line from Genie Erokhina, and a very good start for her.
So ball back on the side of Genie Erokhina and Spencer Lanier, 20 years old, is Spencer out of Newburgh, Oregon. Bit of wine country right outside of Portland. I have a fun pickleball fact for you.
Ooh,
Bring it.
Do you know
Nope.
Yes.
1, 1, 2.
why? Okay. We'll wait till after this point.
Oh, that's dirty there
Ouch.
from Martin Emmerich, but we're waiting on bated ears here.
Okay, do you know how they choose who serves first in the state of Oregon in a pickleball game?
1, 1,
Yes.
1.
Do you know, Chad?
No.
Dominic, would you like to
Yes.
give us that info right now?
Second serve.
It is whoever is closest to Bainbridge Island.
That is how you decide who serves first, is which side of the court is closer to Bainbridge Island, which, if you've been watching our coverage all day or are a pickleball fan, you know is where the game first began.
I would never serve first in Oregon.
1, 1, 2.
So the neutralizing factor for Emmerich against Erokhina cross court is going to be, can Emmerich hold his ground and take those rolls out of the air? If he can do that, he's going to eliminate her getting that top spin on it and causing pressure.
Ooh, got called for the push-off right there on the left foot from Lanier, which is surprising because he didn't go back extremely fast. He kind of just drifted with it.
We see that on a replay.
It's going to be Emmerich with the serve here, up 3-1.
That's a nice ball, little roll down the line from Erokhina.
1, 3, 1.
1-3-1 for Lanier's serve.
You gotta play it, gotta play it, gotta play it, gotta. They've stopped the point now. You got line judges. You got line judges, Spence. I know, but you still gotta play it.
So Spencer saying that ball was out, and Chad reminding him it is Championship Sunday, so it is actually up to the line judges to make that call. And until they do, you must play on, unless you decide. Unless then you risk the what happened just there, which is that it pushes them on to their second serve.
1, 3, 2.
So it is going to be Erokhina, 1-3-2.
Yeah, the middle balls right now, certainly the point of contention for the partnership of Lanier and Erokhina. I was watching them on Friday, and the same thing. There's that miscommunication of, does Erokhina step over and take it with the backhand? Does Lanier take it with the forehand? Yikes. She's throwing the fist bump back at the booth right here. Good step in, good speed up there from Genie Erokhina, and that's where she plays her best. When she is aggressive, she wants that ball coming fast at her, so she's going to speed a ball up to get that ball coming back fast.
With the filthy around the post. Are you kidding me?
So-
Gets this ball in.
So after, that's just great.
Oh,
I mean, that's a
shape
foot
it.
inside. And again, after the call that Lanier and Erokhina didn't agree with, Genie Erokhina zoned in.
Oh, the footwork. How'd she stay balanced right there? She got all twisted up. Somehow, Erokhina getting that ball back as it's behind her.
2-3-1 for Lanier's serve.
Oh, that's so nice. Emmerich holds this ball on his paddle as long as he can. He gets Lanier to pinch middle, and he goes right behind.
Going to be Erokhina with the serve.
It's an excellent reach in there from Lanier. He doesn't try to do too much, and that's one thing that Lanier does exceptionally well, is that he stays relatively even-keeled. He doesn't have a whole lot of ups and downs, doesn't try to overextend himself.
4-3-2.
4-3-2 for Erokhina's serve. That ball sailing wide on Martin Emmerich's dink. Erokhina originally from Moscow, Russia, but moved to the States when she was about 7 years old.
But this is what happened, right? Like, Genie needs to calm down.
Yeah, she does.
And just let it all happen. Everything is fine. They just need to get it right. What she doesn't need to do is kind of get off on a tangent thinking about this. She's playing really well right now. She just needs to keep that in mind.
They're at 4-3 here in game number 1.
5-3.
5-3, excuse me, sorry.
That drop by
6-3.
Erokhina was disgusting on the backhand right there, and a timeout from Emmerich and Pisnik. Nice run here from Erokhina and Lanier.
Now, Genie Erokhina and Spencer Lanier, like we mentioned at the beginning of this match, did have to play to get today in the bronze medal match. This is the first time that Martin Emmerich and Tina Pisnik are playing a match today, since they obviously punched their ticket in our gender doubles earlier in the weekend. But does that have an effect on things, Chad?
Not considering they played it at 9 a.m.
I was going to say, let me do the math real quick. That was like 6 hours ago that they finished their match at 10:30. So, you know, not a whole lot. Yes, it was good to get out, get dialed in as far as, you know, a rhythm for today, but I guarantee that Pisnik and Emmerich were out hitting balls as well. So, you know, it's almost an equal warm-up per se. But right now, what it is I think that, well, not that I think, the X factor right now is Genie Erokhina. She's coming out and she's dialed in. She's full of energy. Now, she is a player that if she gets too far, she falls off the cliff, and then everything just goes crazy.
100%. I'm looking at you going, are you saying anything else? Because
no.
That's it. Because that is exactly it. And, you know, to your point, AJ, though, you know, they came out and played a match. The issue is they played it so long ago that they got to sit. They probably went back to the hotel, relaxed a little bit, and sat around. When they came back out here, it's a full warm-up again. So it's starting all the way over.
Well, I mean, you would think Spencer Lanier had a flight booked for 5:15 this afternoon. So obviously missing that one to be here and play on Championship Sunday. Oh my goodness. One to get. How did she get the ball back when it's back behind her? And then Pisnik and Emmerich expectingly around the post, and she just rolls it back cross court.
The lob there from Erokhina gets it to drop, and Spencer Lanier ready.
She's throwing out everything right now. We got the kitchen sink coming next.
Unbelievable from Erokhina, playing so well. This is her game.
Oh, it's so good from Spencer Lanier right there, too. the speed up and then the reset just drops it down. Emmerich tries to speed this one up. Lanier literally is just here, and he's like, boop.
As he walked back, he looks into the booth. I look right at him and goes, not happening. Just shakes his head. He shakes his head. I like the confidence from the youngster. Oh, he hit it twice. Great point. Good construction there and good poise from Pisnik and Emmerich, because it seemed to get away from them a little bit in the middle of that point, but they got it back to neutral.
So the score was 3-1 in favor of Pisnik and Emmerich when they gave up the serve. And now, 9-3. They get the ball back. A very different situation.
Oh, it was there. It was there. He tried to hook it too much back in. He had enough room.
Just can't get that one, so it's going to be a point for Tina Pisnik and Martin Emmerich.
Flying Erokhina,
but sideways. She was flying.
She
sideways.
pushes off with the left foot right here.
My.
And the pressure stays on. Spencer Lanier going behind Tina Pisnik for the winner.
I mean, one thing that I'm impressed with Spencer Lanier, and I've been working with him a little bit as part of the Next Gen team, he is so calm in any situation. Yeah, he has a little bit of negative self-talk, but you never really see it change in his body language.
His body language is always the same. You don't know if he's up 9 or down 9.
And we talk so much about chemistry in mixed doubles partnerships. Genie Erokhina, like you guys were saying, has that tendency to really wear her emotions on her sleeve, feel every single point and moment. So it seems like it's a good balance between her and Lanier early on in this mixed doubles duo.
There's been plenty of ups and downs in the last couple of days, but they've stuck together.
Great hands from Martin Emmerich right there on the speed up from Lanier.
I'm not
just waiting for that moment.
Yeah, I'm not liking the spot
no.
from Lanier. I like the speed up. I just don't think that's a good spot.
And again, it's almost like Lanier a couple times has forgot that Emmerich in front of him is lefty.
Yeah.
5-9-1 for Emmerich's serve. Good defense of the ATP by Emmerich. And then Tina Pisnik with some nice hands.
Yeah, this time she sits on the backhand. Holy cow! Erokhina fired that ball across the court right there.
It split Pisnik and Emmerich.
Pisnik sitting on the backhand this time. Erokhina a couple of times had beaten her down the line. She made the decision to just sit backhand.
6-9-1.
6-9-1 for Emmerich's serve.
Good combo there from Pisnik on the counter off of Erokhina's initial speed up.
So it's going to be Genie Erokhina calling a timeout on the court as Martin Emmerich and Tina Pisnik have found a little bit of a rhythm here after Lanier and Erokhina go on a massive run to take the 9-3 lead. It's now 4 straight points for Emmerich and Pisnik, who talk about new partnerships here between Lanier and Erokhina. Martin Emmerich and Tina Pisnik know each other very well. Pisnik playing women's doubles with Martin Emmerich's partner Tammy, and these two coaching tennis together for a time in Florida.
Well, they both
being coached by Dominic Catalan.
Well, they both teach tennis at the same facility, and then at that facility, the owner of that facility bought in a little bit to pickleball, put in 6 pickleball courts there, and get on court every day, do they? And their work ethic is insane, Pisnik and Emmerich. And the fact that both of them teach about 8 to 10 hours of tennis a day, and they may have an hour and a half in the middle of the day that they have off, and they want to drill. And it's just like, it's just insanity. But they find time to get on the court, and between them and Martin's wife, Tammy Emmerich.
Which, correct me if I'm wrong, Dom, but Tammy was the one who first fell in love with pickleball between her and Martin.
Yes, it was. She was the one who found pickleball.
She was the one who found pickleball, but then Martin got hooked. The two of them met playing pro tennis, both of them on the junior circuit and pro circuit for many, many years. And pretty recently, Tammy fell in love with pickleball, and Martin coming alongside her and falling in love with it as well.
A little unlucky there with that ball catching the net cord, but a good job from Pisnik and Emmerich stepping in, speeding that up, starting the 5 fight, and staying in it.
5-0 run here for Tina Pisnik and Martin Emmerich.
Oh, they're taking that all day long.
Oh, there's not even going to be a hand up or a gesture with that one.
Erokhina put her hand up.
That was a fist. I guess it's by definition her hand, too.
A little different vibe, though.
Oh, what happened there? Emmerich swung, held back. Pisnik went for it, then held back.
So a little miscommunication there in the point of contention between Tina Pisnik and Martin Emmerich. So it's going to be Spencer Lanier with an opportunity to win game 1 here of our mixed doubles gold medal match.
Miscommunication there in the middle as well between Lanier and Erokhina.
On to their second serve, another game point opportunity. Good coverage there by Lanier.
Ooh, Erokhina trying to get her paddle out of the way because that ball's going out, but a good spot on the body by Martin Emmerich.
So it's a side out. Emmerich and Pisnik successfully defend 2 game point opportunities. 8-10-1 for Emmerich's serve.
Oh, the wind picked up. You saw it knock down Emmerich's serve. A good pickup from Erokhina, but then the wind pushed down Emmerich's third shot into the top of the net.
Oh, 2 good digs. He's sitting back, and all day is Emmerich. And I know Lanier wants to start something right there, but that's not the time, not the spot. Emmerich, so quick right there. All he does is punch that right back down the line.
9-10-2 for Tina Pisnik's serve.
Ball right on the line.
So it'll be a side out. Third game point opportunity here for Genie Erokhina and Spencer Lanier. Martin Emmrich getting big and with authority finishing that off.
We haven't got one once this weekend in the booth. I'm very disappointed.
No, we're a little bit more elevated. We're a little further back from the court.
As you can see on your screen.
Pisnik on her back heels on that dink, and Erokhina and Lanier survive.
What a first game we have here in our mixed doubles gold medal match between Genie Erokhina and Spencer Lanier taking on Tina Pisnik and Martin Emmerich. It is the team that came through the back draw, playing today in the gold medal or in the bronze medal match to earn their spot here in the gold medal match, taking game one 11-9. We go to our second game to 11 when we come back.
People at AARP volunteer and community events. They'll keep Greg active, involved, and mischievous, and help make sure his happiness lives as long as he does. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
The APP is presented by LS, Gamma, the Boca Raton, and Franklin. Welcome back to Chicago, Illinois. The 2023 APP Chicago Open Mixed Doubles Gold Medal match happening right now, featuring this young man, 20 years old, Spencer Lanier, out of Newburgh, Oregon. He's an APP Next Gen National Team member. Started playing pickleball in 2018. Saw his pump-up music there. He told me when I was talking with him what's one of the biggest challenges of practicing and getting better at your pickleball game, and he said finding dry courts in Oregon. Which, if you know anything about the Northwest, you know is an entirely accurate statement, because there it is beautiful, it is green, it is cloudy, misty, and drizzly for about 7 to 9 months.
That's why it's so green.
Exactly.
That's dirty, because Emmerich is as fast as they come, and for him to be able to drop that in and Emmerich not even get a paddle on this.
0-1-1.
A good counter there from Pisnik. Lanier stepping over, trying to be aggressive, but Pisnik going back behind him.
0-1-2.
That's great pressure dink there from Erokhina. You got Emmerich on his heels.
Ties us up at 1-all here in our
1-1-2.
game number 2. It's best 2 out of 3 to 11, unless Erokhina and Lanier win one of these next 2 games to 11. Then we'll go to a championship tiebreaker game. Lanier, though, flipping that one long, so it's going to be back on the side of Pisnik and Emmerich.
Not his best decision of the day, trying to flip that ball back up and over.
Flip it over with an open paddle is very difficult to do.
That's great defense there from Martin Emmerich down the line. Is after trying to flip it, Lanier tries to go hard down that line.
Oh, just went for a little too much there. She tried to be overly aggressive with that roll to try to pull Emmerich back out away from the middle of the court. Just misses that one wide.
3-1-1.
3-1-1 for Pisnik's serve.
Ooh, that was tough right there. Lanier was off the court, and I don't think Erokhina really had any other option but to play that, because I think that ball was going to drop in.
4-1-1.
And see, this is what I'd like to see. I know Lanier's trying to play the quote-unquote mixed double style and come over and take a lot of the court and be active. I'd like to see him let Erokhina play more. Let her set you up. Her dinks are really good. She puts a lot of pressure on. And he's coming over right now trying to make something happen. I think he's got to be a little more natural and let it come. That's how they built that lead in game number 1.
Right now it's Emmerich and Pisnik building a nice lead here in game number 2, up 5-1.
There it was right there. So Erokhina sets that up. What it does is it doesn't have Lanier leaning in, setting something up, and then having to kind of reset himself for the point. Erokhina hits it. He's already cocked and ready to go if there is a speed up, and right there he was able to finish.
Yeah, good spot there. Changes it up. He was going down the line. Emmerich sitting heavy backhand there, goes right into the left shoulder with an elevated speed up. And Emmerich tries to cut that one a little too much.
And it's backwards mixed pickleball, I know. Let Erokhina play more and set you up.
Well, that's what got them game 1.
That's good ball right there from Pisnik, because she had Erokhina trying to go 1-2 combo. You watch Erokhina goes forehand, and she's looking to go to the backhand and go 1-2, but Pisnik doubles up on the forehand.
Emmerich rushed it. He got the ball elevated from Erokhina. She rushed her cross-court dink, left that one a little high. You saw Emmerich get on top of that one, try to slap it through.
So Erokhina and Lanier with a chance to tie things up here in game 2, trailed 5-1. Trailed by 4 points when they got the serve. Going on a nice little run here.
Erokhina on it, but a good spot from Pisnik. She didn't leave it high enough for Erokhina. She got it low enough where Erokhina has to try and pop that, or not pop that up, but get underneath it.
So it's a side out. Tina Pisnik and Martin Emmerich with the ball back on their side. Opportunity to build themselves a little bit of cushion in this lead again.
Pisnik cutting that drop a little too much. Doesn't quite get the extension that she needs to get that one up and over.
5-4-2.
5-4-2. It's going to be Emmerich with the second serve.
Good spot at the feet there from Lanier.
So ball back on the side of Erokhina and Lanier without giving up any more points to Emmerich and Pisnik.
Oh, he had it. That was an excellent drop from Erokhina, catching Pisnik on the uncoil from the stack. And Lanier goes for too much, trying to go back behind Pisnik.
4-5-2.
Nice job uncoiling by Martin Emmerich, getting up to the kitchen line in time, able to counter that on the run.
So another side out without any points being exchanged.
Good ball. Good reach in there from Lanier as well. This time not trying to do too much. Gets extended. Rolls that ball back through the middle.
5-4-2.
Erokhina just taking it to Emmerich right there. Couple of quick rolls and then goes right into the body.
I like it.
Like you said, Erokhina just showing so many different aspects of her game here in this mixed doubles gold medal match in Chicago. There,
What?
said, I can hang in a firefight.
Well, Emmerich wasn't happy with the last point, so he said, I'm going to bring it to her, and he did, and she answered, and then Lanier was there too, and now all of a sudden it's 5-5 here in a timeout from Pisnik and Emmerich.
I mean, the spot from Emmerich on Erokhina jammed her up. Somehow she clears her body and counters it. And then Lanier literally didn't even move the paddle. It was just a quick flick. Got that ball back on Emmerich.
Genie Erokhina and Spencer Lanier just so consistent here in the first game and a half, I guess, of our mixed doubles gold medal match here in Chicago, building off of what they started this morning in that bronze medal match, taking down Susanna Barr and Andre Diescu, who are multiple-time gold medalists here on the APP Tour. So if you're Pisnik and Emmerich, timeout was called. What do you want to regroup with?
Well, right now I want to regroup with kind of getting the ball. It's weird. Get it away from Erokhina. We got to get Lanier more involved. He wasn't hurting you as much. So we got to get the ball to Lanier a little more and take Erokhina out of this. Side note, Schaefer won this morning, correct?
Mm-hmm.
She was the 2 seed. Martinez Vic won. He was unseeded.
Yep.
We will have
2 seed for Glusman.
We will have not one number 1 seed take a gold medal this weekend.
I'm in.
We need his stats on when the last time that happened.
It's like you were saying, though, Dom, we call them new faces, but in a sport that is so new, it is just constantly having talent be discovered and added to. And
it's a great thing for our sport. It really is.
Erokhina took a silver medal in Newport. Spencer Lanier took a silver medal in Newport, both in gender doubles.
Nice job, Lanier, going inside outside with his dinks, and it has Emmerich trying to go really too hard on the cut. And Pisnik talking to Emmerich, going, come on, right here, we got this.
No. No. No.
Yeah, Emmerich, I think, went a little wide on that.
Another look at it here. The ball called out.
Ball called out.
By our USA Pickleball certified line judges who are watching the lines here on Championship Sunday.
7-5-2.
Point goes to Lanier and Erokhina. 7-5. They have the lead here in game 2.
Get out, Spencer Lanier.
Great dig by Lanier.
Just drops the paddle down, creates the wall, and puts it back behind Emmerich.
8-5-2.
8-5-2 for Lanier's serve.
Wow.
Firefight. Spencer Lanier just
I
working
question
his way
why
out.
Lanier didn't speed up the ball
There was
earlier.
like 3 shots before it actually did. Yeah.
Where he just cut it and kept it down, but it created a better ball that stayed up where he could really attack.
So puts us in a situation where Genie Erokhina and Spencer Lanier have a 9-5 lead here in this second game after taking game 1 of our mixed doubles gold medal match of a APP Chicago Open. They sit just 2 points away from forcing us to a championship tiebreaker game to 15.
It would be our 4th of the day.
I was just doing that math. 4th.
The only one that
the
didn't
day.
go to it was women's singles, where Dominique
And it was
Schaefer
close.
took
We
out
thought it was
Salome
going to.
Devite, yep.
Was close.
Because it went 3.
So Tammy Emmerich, Martin's wife, getting some in Tina Pisnik's ear a little bit, giving her some insight into what she's seeing from her perspective of this match. And this, Dom, has to be one of the benefits of these 3 all knowing each other so well.
Well, they know each other inside and out. They live across the street from each other. So, and Tina Pisnik and her wife Maya live in the house that Martin and Tammy used to live in. So they bought the house from them. It is a very, very tight-knit circle in Bradenton, Florida.
Well, I was going to say that, Tammy is talking to Tina because
Martin,
from
because-
personal experience,
it's not a good
you
idea to
cannot
talk to Martin.
hear anything from your significant other.
That's why they don't play together anymore. Nice finish there on the overhead from Tina Pisnik, but when they did first start playing pickleball, Martin and Tammy played together, and we stopped that really quick.
I played a couple with Simone as well. That ended up
Your
with 2.
last one was on the east coast of Florida. I remember we played against you.
Yeah.
You guys won, and it was miserable for you both.
Yeah. Yes, it was. We did not talk for 3 hours on the drive back home.
Yes, and they won. They won the tournament, and they didn't talk.
5-9-2.
5-9.
Oh, nice serve there from Martin Emmerich. He does have a very big serve when he wants to go for it.
A little sloppy on both sides right there. Pisnik and Emmerich scraping a couple of points back here. Well, that's an excellent counter from Erokhina. She recognizes that her ball's going to float, and you see her lock into the backhand right there as soon as that ball floats.
9-7-1 for Lanier's serve.
Oh!
She hits
Wow.
it right down the line. And again, this is what I'm talking
She
about,
just
Ted.
charges straight up and says, yep, bring it.
But she has a short, compact swing, and again, you got to get the ball away from Erokhina. Backwards, mixed pickleball right now.
Erokhina with the lob.
That ball's out.
That one out for sure. But Spencer Lanier and Genie Erokhina right on the cusp. They have a 10-7 lead here in game 2, so can push us to a championship tiebreaker game to 15 right here.
Ooh. Yeah, it's a really good spot there from Emmerich. Erokhina's trying to come back in. Emmerich takes that ball out of the air, cuts down the reaction time of Erokhina.
7-10-1.
So Pisnik now with an opportunity to dig into this lead a little bit.
Oh, and Erokhina thought about speeding that up and then changed her mind, tries to roll that and goes off the top of the tape.
8-10-1.
Miscommunication.
Yeah.
Pisnik thought Emmerich was going to take it. Emmerich backed off.
Well, he took one step and then backed off.
Pushes them onto their second serve. Great job by Pisnik getting up for that overhead.
Well, if you give her an overhead, you better be prepared because she has a extremely powerful overhead. And when she hits it, she can hit it at any angle she wants.
So a timeout called here by Spencer Lanier and Genie Erokhina. They're still up 10-9, but Martin Emmerich and Tina Pisnik have done a great job of scraping their way, as you said, Chad, into a few points here to put some pressure on Erokhina and Lanier. Let's learn a little bit more about Tina Pisnik, shall we? Dom, you know her very well, this Bradenton, Florida crew.
Well, again, we've talked about it. The three of them, call them kind of, so we put them together with TMT. So you have T instead of TNT.
Yeah.
So it's Tina, Martin, and Tammy. So the three of them.
So does it become Dynamite?
And so, yeah. So one step closer to Dynamite. But again, the three of them have really divulged and really submerged themselves into pickleball and are doing it very well. Their tennis background obviously helps them out more than anything. People get aggravated. They've only been playing about 10 months, but it's like they've been playing tennis since out of the womb.
So many things do translate from tennis to pickleball. Probably, obviously, for those who know the sport well, but some of the differences are what separate the good pickleball players from the elite ones when they switch over.
Oh, Pisnik trying to go back to the forehand of Erokhina, and it's going to be a side out. Another opportunity for Erokhina and Lanier.
So a well-used timeout there. It's third game point opportunity for Erokhina and Lanier.
Yeah. Not too sure what the third shot drop there was, or the third shot there from Lanier was. It's almost like he was planning on dropping it, then decided to speed it up.
10-9-2.
10-9-2, another opportunity. And that is how it ends. So it's Spencer Lanier and Genie Erokhina who take game 1, game 2, which means we are on to a championship tiebreaker game to 15 here in our mixed doubles gold medal match. And why not?
You hear AJ's voice? You hear it? The excitement.
I find them so fun and festive. Let's do it, shall we? Mixed doubles gold medal match, championship tiebreaker game to 15 coming up next on ESPN Plus from the APP Chicago Open.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour.
Hey, Jake from State Park. You know, it's really scary. popcorn with no butter.
No, getting insurance. I mean, what if the jargon makes me feel alone and in the dark?
Hey, at State Farm, we're there for your what ifs.
Sorry. Is that seat taken?
Get on up here, buddy. Let's go. Let's go. Want water?
Yeah, throw my cup of ale.
I saw. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
The APP is presented by Pro XR, C&D Nets, Discount Tire, and Sports Illustrated.
From tonight, Grant Gill will become a legend when he totally kills it at his improv class's graduation performance. Knees will be slapped, suds will be sprayed. People won't know what hurts more, their cheeks or their sides. That's why he's already keeping himself in shape and razor sharp today with health tips and wellness tools from AARP to help make sure his health lives as long as he does. Because the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Family to yours. Find Cure meats we've been crafting since 1902. Our secrets are simple. Care comes from the time it takes to do things right. Character comes from the hard work and determination it takes to make it. Craft comes from the traditions passed down over 4 generations. Delicious doesn't need to be complicated. That's the Volpe way, where passion and love go into everything we do. From John and Armando and Lorenza and Diana. From our family to yours.
The Pro XR pickleball paddle answers the age-old question of how to get paddle speed and control with the same paddle and one grip, and this is it. Pro XR gives you more spin, greater control, and quicker reloads on every shot in the game because you always have that constant feel for that leverage and control and paddle speed that we're all looking for. Pro XR is the most revolutionary technology in pickleball.
If you like to dink, then Pickleball Magazine has what you're looking for. Our bi-monthly print publication will help you become a better player with instructional tips, drills, and articles from the top teaching pros in the sport. And you'll become a healthier, stronger player with psychological, nutritional, and wellness advice from experts in their fields. Finally, if it's product reviews or the latest news, we have that too. To learn more or to subscribe today, go to pickleballmagazine.com.
From the Volpe family to yours. Find Cure meats we've been crafting since 1902. Our secrets are simple. Care comes from the time it takes to do things right. Character comes from the hard work and determination it takes to make it. Craft comes from the traditions passed down over 4 generations. Delicious doesn't need to be complicated. That's the Volpe way, where passion and love go into everything we do. From John and Armando and Lorenza and Diana. From our family to yours.
We save time when we buy and book online at discounttire.com.
Which means more time
Wait, take a check.
Kyle, it's pickleball.
Every time.
002.
Get 30% shorter average wait time when you buy and book online at discounttire.com.
The APP is presented by Selkirk, Rainstorm, State Farm, and Tervis.
"16 years from today, Greg Gerstner will finally land the
The APP is presented by Pickleball Magazine, Vlasic, Drip Drop, and Tervis.
Retirement. It's not all one big vacation. It's great to find purpose by trying a new activity. Keep an active social life, but don't forget to make new friends too. As always, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Ah, isn't it wonderful to be retired?
This is AG1, foundational nutrition to support whole body, brain, and gut health.
Just one of these? Or one of these? Shaken up in this. Vitamins, minerals, pre- and probiotics, adaptogens, functional mushrooms, uncompromising quality, simplest possible routine. Since 2010. Start at drinkag1.com.
The APP is presented by
AG1.
Need to sell tickets for an event? From Sports Illustrated's official ticketing platform, introducing Box Office. Manage ticketing for sports, festivals, fundraisers, and more, paid or free. And we go beyond the barcode. Introducing Super Ticket. Super Tickets are secured by blockchain technology and transform into exclusive digital content, promotions, and rewards between the event and guests. Cheaper, better, simpler, more secure. Sports Illustrated Tickets. Partner with us for your next event.
APP is presented by AARP, Volpe, Lexus, and PowerPlate.
Welcome back to Highland Park, Illinois. Danny Cunniff Park has been treated to some fantastic pickleball all day long here in our championship Sunday of the APP Chicago Open. The final match of the evening, no different. Our mixed doubles gold medal match between Spencer Lanier and Genie Erokhina taking on Tina Pisnik and Martin Emmrich, heading to the championship tiebreaker game to 15. Underway now off Erokhina's serve.
Oh, beautiful Ernie there right away from
was
Tina
standing
Pisnik.
there.
Yeah, she telegraphed that like no other, but Erokhina never saw her. I don't know how.
So quick side out, Martin Emmerich and Tina Pisnik came through the winner's bracket to be here for Championship Sunday, but they lost the first two games in our best 2 out of 3 to 11. So must win this championship tiebreaker game to 15 and off to a solid start.
Yeah, Erokhina just tries to do a little too much on that one. You see the body jump forward, the chest go down. It takes that ball straight into the top of the net.
Yeah, that's it right there. And Lanier tried to step in front of her, and he let Erokhina play it. I like that. He's got to let her play. And that's when he needs to step in, right there.
So a side out, ball back on the side of Erokhina and Lanier. These two playing in their first APP Tour event together as a mixed doubles duo. Not bad. Gold medal match for your very first one.
That's nasty. That forehand cross-court from Erokhina is just nasty, and the reason why is because she can do it off the bounce or out of the air because of her length.
Oh, she thought that Lanier was going to go for it a second time.
She's laughing coming back because she did. She thought Lanier was going to take that and finish it. Good spot there from Martin Emmerich. And we talked earlier about Vivian Glausman and how tall she is. And I think it was accentuated because of who she played with, Alex Trong. We're losing the sight of the fact that Genie Erokhina is every bit of about 5'11", 6 foot as well, but she's playing next to Lanier, who makes her look a little smaller.
Yes, he makes me look very small too at 6'2". And another good setup there from Pisnik and Emmerich. They're not overdoing it. They're just going for the feet of Erokhina and Lanier.
Wow, Emmerich working his way through transition was a thing of beauty right there. And then probably the easiest ball of all right there, Pisnik hits into the net.
3-1-2 for Emmerich's serve.
Yeah, tough one. Pisnik goes up anticipating that Emmerich's going to make a quality drop, leaves that one a little too high. And then Pisnik becomes the easy target for Lanier.
Too good right there. Emmerich recognizing that both Erokhina and Lanier are on their heels, and he just drops one into...
Oh, just asking. Erokhina was asking if Emmerich could take the sunglasses off the top of his head. A little bit of a flash coming off of that.
Nice finish there on a 1-2 combo from Spencer Lanier.
So it's a 2-3 game right now in our championship tiebreaker game to 15.
Ooh, that's dangerous right there for Pisnik because she's going right to the forehand of Erokhina on that sideline, and she's sitting on that.
Well, and that ball is a little too far below the net as well, so with the speed up, she just elevates it right into Erokhina's strike zone.
Then Lanier leaving that short, so side out here, but Erokhina and Lanier getting 2 points to put themselves back in a tie game situation. Second foot fault called on Spencer Lanier in this match. First one a push off. That time, right foot sneaking into the kitchen, says our official.
Wow, nice sneaky speed up right there from Martin Emmerich right at the body of Spencer Lanier.
5-3-1.
Ball again. Just died into the wind. The wind pushed it down. He had good shape on it,
5-3-2.
but not enough acceleration.
Oh, that's a nice pull right there again from Emmerich, and he's starting to feel it a little more here. Almost halfway through this game to 15.
And another good ball from Erokhina. Again, that heavy topspin. Heavy roll to the backhand side of Emmerich.
3-6-1.
3-6-1 for Lanier.
And Lanier, he's trying to do it with his body right there and get through that. Needs to extend just a little bit more. You see the body jump as he's making contact.
Erokhina, cross-court forehand winner to put that away.
Right in the instance of 5 seconds, Lanier makes an adjustment, stays down through that drop, gets it over, forces the pop-up, and Erokhina jumping in and putting that away.
4-6-2 for Erokhina's serve. Friendly roll for Pisnik on the dink. And then again, telegraphing.
Oh, she foot faults though.
And she was sitting all over it. She was there in plenty of time.
I think it's right foot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, twice.
Twice.
She pushed off, and then as she landed on it too.
Got to stay out of the kitchen for the duration of the point, all the way through it.
Oh, as soon as Lanier hit it, he wanted to take it back because he's done that twice, that being the 3rd time here to Emmerich's backhand, and all Emmerich does is just punch that right back down the line.
6-5-1.
6-5-1, ball back on the side of Emmerich and Pisnik. Erokhina ducking out of the way of that one.
Yeah, that's a good ball from Lanier. Baits Emmerich into trying to do a little too much. Extremely tough ball to speed up there when it's so low and he's on the move. Good pressure there from Pisnik. Goes into the body of Erokhina. Creates that pop-up. She gets jammed up a little bit. You saw the elbow go up.
Oh, Pisnik, that ball never came up to her, and then she tries to kind of compensate for it and almost heard a miss hit off her paddle.
5-7-1.
Oh, so Emmerich trying to do a little inside out right there, but while he's doing that, the ball falls a little further down. So just that 2-3 inches extra down off the tape hurt him.
Ooh, a little firefight there. Goes the way of Spencer Lanier. Ties us up at 7-all.
Yeah, good reach in. Good short strokes there from Lanier. That last one just a little late for Emmerich.
Oh, and Lanier got a little too big. All he's got to do is get that paddle out in front and punch that right down the middle.
Puts them onto their second serve, so still an opportunity to take the lead here in game championship tiebreaker. Game to 15.
Ambitious.
Well, we'll change ends here. 8-7 lead for Pisnik and Emmerich.
7-7. We're not
No.
changing ends yet.
No, scoreboard was already at 7-7.
Yeah.
So
Quick side out. Opportunity here, though, for Pisnik and Emmerich to make it 8-7.
there's just so much more pressure put on Emmerich and Pisnik. I maybe sound like a broken record, but when Erokhina's involved, she has more on her dink than Lanier does right now, and it's putting more pressure on Emmerich cross court to involve Lanier.
Yeah, went for too much there. She was off balance.
Now we'll change ends at 8-7.
Tina Pisnik and Martin Emmerich taking advantage here in our championship tiebreaker game to 15. And this is a very tightly contested game to 15, as you might imagine, with a gold medal on the line. What have you guys seen from Pisnik and Emmerich that has gotten them in this position after dropping the first 2 games?
Well, they've played a lot cleaner. They've involved Lanier more. And, again, when you're playing clean and you're not making too many mistakes, again, that's the name of the game. We talk about it, less unforced errors. They've cleaned it up this game to 15, and that's what we've seen so many times, Chad, over the years, where a team will lose the 2 out of 3, and then they come back as a totally different team in that game to 15, because it completely is in a double dip scenario. And you're kind of seeing that because Pisnik and Emmerich really never got a rhythm in the 2 out of 3. But now they've got their rhythm, they're feeling good, and they're doing exactly what they want.
So if you're Erokhina and Spencer Lanier, find yourself in just the smallest little hole here, but you have been trailing for the majority of this championship tiebreaker game to 15. How does Erokhina impose her will a little bit more?
Well, I think, like Dom was talking about earlier on here in this one, Lanier just has to stay patient, allow Erokhina to develop the point, put him in a good position, set him up, so then he can reach in and he can speed a ball up. The issues that we've had so far is he's tried to sneak a couple of balls down the line, he's missed a couple wide, one deep, and he's trying to create it right now, but it's Erokhina that has the heavier spin and the more difficult balls. Again, another right foot fault on Lanier.
9-7-2.
9-7-2 for Emmerich's serve.
And just the wheels getting a little loose here for Erokhina and Lanier.
10-7-2.
10-7-2.
Oh, he's worried about his feet.
Yep.
Understandably so. He's been called for 3 foot faults, I believe, in this.
Yes. 1 push off, 2 right foot.
Just 3 gimmies right after the end change for Pisnik and Emmerich.
11-7-2.
So the lead gets extended for Martin Emmerich and Tina Pisnik.
Well,
the largest lead that they have had this entire match.
This situation and this point of this game to 15 tiebreaker, what it's coming down to is mental toughness. Mental toughness in a precious situation. And for Lanier, you saw how that second foot fault here in this game to 15 has messed with his head, because now he's worried about his feet. He's not reaching in for balls, and it's also throwing off his movement up at the kitchen line.
He's had 1 foot fault, and he's hit 2 dinks into the net. Not even speed ups, 2 dinks.
Yeah.
And then Erokhina has hit a dink into the net. So not even being like overly aggressive. If you're going to make a mistake, make an aggressive mistake. If you make a not lazy mistake, but if you make a mistake on a dink that isn't a pressure dink, now that's just an unforced error. So 4 gimmies right on the end change. It was 8-7, and I thought Erokhina and Lanier were in a good position on the end change. But right after that, it's just kind of falling apart.
So it's a moment for Martin Emmerich and Tina Pisnik to take advantage here, sitting 3 points away from winning the gold here at the APP Chicago Open in mixed doubles. But that gets left a little short and then assisted by the wind.
Didn't even get blown over by the wind. The wind blowing in that direction a little bit more right now.
So it'll be a side out.
Just very tight right now is Lanier.
7-12-2.
Emmerich and Pisnik doing what you guys are talking about, picking on Spencer Lanier, and he says, that's fine. I'll handle everything you throw at me.
Did you see Erokhina almost come all the way over from her side to take the third shot?
After he'd missed a couple of thirds, yeah.
But Spencer Lanier doing a great job hanging in there. Gets him a point, so it's 8-12-2 for Erokhina's serve. And then Emmerich finding that spot in the middle that's so hard to contend with, especially in a new partnership. Just opens you up for miscommunication, and it's going to be a side out.
12-8-1.
Can see some emotion coming out of Martin Emmerich and Tina Pisnik.
We're starting to feel it here. They're starting to sense it. You get those checkpoints, 8 on the end change, 10, first one to double digits, and now you're the first one into the teens. Now you taste it.
2 points away from winning this mixed doubles gold medal. But not if Genie Erokhina has anything to say about it just yet.
Nope, not happening.
No, she speeds that one up. Perfect speed up into the body of Pisnik to get it started. Wow, somehow Lanier got that first speed up back from Emmerich, but then he goes right at Erokhina here. Goes to the right hip. Tries to come across the body, but that brings up match.
Here's match point opportunity here for Tina Pisnik and Martin Emmerich.
Oh, nice ball there from Lanier down the line, and they've got a heartbeat here still.
It's a side out, so Erokhina and Lanier with a chance to cut into this 6-point lead. Successfully defended one match point, but you gotta add some points of your own, and that's one way to do it.
9-14-1.
Nice counter from Lanier right there in the middle. And I believe we're going to get a timeout.
It's a good timeout here from Emmerich and Pisnik.
Score 10-14 here for Erokhina and Lanier's serve. They just get those 2 points quickly on their first serve still, after Tina Pisnik and Martin Emmerich had a match point opportunity, sitting at 14-8. But this timeout, why do you guys like it so much?
Because it's later. They still have another one after this, but in this situation, okay, you're 1 point away from taking the match. You need to get that side out. But we've already seen that Erokhina and Lanier can go on a 7, 8, 9 point run. So right here, by cutting it off and trying to change the momentum, slow Lanier and Erokhina down at 2, you're giving yourself that buffer, because we all know how difficult it is to get that last point.
And again, too, now slow the roll instantly. As soon as they get 2, boom, take that time out. And like you said, Chad, the one more in their pocket. I mean, if you give up 2 more, boom, I'm taking another one.
So Genie Erokhina with the serve.
14-1.
Long dinking rally here. Every single player involved.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. Talk about patience from all four players. No one wanted to pull the trigger. And then someone did, and it was like, no, slow down. And we're back in it. Let's go.
Erokhina pulling the trigger. It's in. No, just out.
Just out for Erokhina. Pushes them on to their second serve still, though. So a patiently played point to get them to 11. And now Spencer Lanier, the 20-year-old out of Newburgh, Oregon, with the serve.
Oh, she missed it. Oh, my goodness, she missed it. What a speed up from Lanier right there, right into the left armpit of Emmerich. And Erokhina just gets a little too excited, overhits it.
She tucked the paddle back instead of just getting it out in front and punching that through the middle. She tried to really get something on it.
So it's another match point opportunity here. Martin Emmerich with the serve that could win him and his partner mixed doubles gold medal here in Chicago. And the speed up there from Martin Emmerich right at Genie Erokhina. A hard-fought championship tiebreaker game to 15, but it goes the way of Tina Pisnik and Martin Emmerich. They are your mixed doubles gold medalists from the APP Chicago Open. We'll be right back to hear from the winners and wrap things up when we come back.
Book online at discounttire.com.
Which means more time
Take
for...
a check.
Kyle, it's pickleball.
Every time. 002.
Get 30% shorter average wait time when you buy and book online at discounttire.com.
Retirement. It's not all one big vacation. It's great to find purpose by trying a new activity. Keep an active social life, but don't forget to make new friends too. As always, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Isn't it wonderful to be retired?
Welcome back. It's the Boca Raton championship point here for Pisnik and Emmerich. Their first gold medal, Chad.
Yeah, the perfect speed up there from Emmerich right into the body of Erokhina and the big overhead finish from Emmerich. Incredible performance today and holding out the late run from Erokhina and Lanier. But A.J. McCord has all four of our players courtside.
What a way to wrap things up here at the APP Chicago Open. Give it up for both of our mixed doubles teams who finished us off incredibly strong. The crowd showing out for you guys as well. So we're going to get to our gold medalists in just a minute, but first I want to talk to the silver medalists here who just were so strong. Spencer, you had to play in that bronze medal match earlier this morning just to earn the right to play here on championship court for the gold medal. What is it about this duo that you were able to find that fight, force that championship tiebreaker game?
So our game plan was Genie's got a great backhand roll drop, and if we can have her take all the middle things and middle drops, I can go up there and be big. That's what we did against Susanna and Andre, and it worked out. We won in 3. And then playing these two, they just played so well today. Congrats to them, and see them in the future.
Absolutely. First time playing together, but no doubt we will see you guys again. Congratulations, Genie and Spencer, our silver medalists here from the 2023 APP Chicago Open in mixed doubles. Let's give these up for our silver medalists. And now let's turn to these two. Martin Emmerich, Tina Pisnik, you guys had your hands full with these two. Come out, win those first 2 games. Best 2 out of 3 to 11. How did you regroup and get in the mindset for that championship tiebreaker game?
Well, the game plan was exactly how Spence described it, and Genie got me in trouble many times there. Luckily, there was a 10-minute timeout. I steamed off the court. I came back and said, okay, come on, 15 points, just move your legs, and somehow it worked out.
Somehow it did work out. Tina, Martin is somebody that you guys know very well. You and your family's very close in Bradenton, Florida. How does that closeness off the court play into your chemistry on the court?
I mean, it was a rough weekend for us, feeling like outcasts a little bit out here, but we're going out with a bang.
Congratulations, mixed doubles gold medalists here, Tina Pisnik and Martin Emmrich. Give it up, your 2023 APP Chicago gold medalists in mixed doubles.
Well, there you have it. Your gold medalists, Martin Emmrich and Tina Pisnik over Genie Erokhina and Spencer Lanier in the tiebreak game to 15 here on championship court. What a match it was, and what a weekend it was here on championship court.